Okay, now I got a question on this. Since I asked you what mistakes you think the skate industry is making, what mistakes do you think Braille is making?
So,
what's up, 111 family? Hey, I just want to say thank you guys for watching the video. I'm going to get it started real quick. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to let you guys know I've been traveling everywhere, far and wide, to talk to the skateboarders that I vibe with, that you guys vibe with as well. That being said, in the description, I'm going to have a link to the new channel where we're going to be posting up clips from the Beautiful Day podcast. And the channel's going to be called LamontHoltClips, so you guys can see the best moments and stuff like that, you know, on that channel. So everybody right now, go subscribe to that while you listen to the podcast, and you can see a lot of content on that. 111, welcome to the Beautiful Day podcast, and we are in a beautiful ass, what is this, a dam?
yeah, dam, I guess.
Dam?
Reservoir?
I guess, like, I've only been here once, but it's for water and shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, hopefully water don't come over here. I'll fucking die and shit. But I've been here once, and we skated the hills back there. What tricks have you done on that?
Just like kickflip and tray, like wall ride a little bit into.
Yeah. I've seen somebody do shit off the walls and shit before, too. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. Thank you for being on the podcast. We are with Ricky. I hope I don't say this shit wrong. Glaser?
Glaser.
Close. Why does it spell like Glaser then? Glaser.
I think of it as like glass maker.
Yeah.
Glaser.
Hell yeah, bro. Oh, shit. All right,
Thanks
cool.
for having me.
For sure.
111. What a beautiful day to be outside.
And this location is amazing. Hell yeah. So look, I got a bunch of questions for you today.
Hell yeah.
We're going to start off with, where are you from?
I am from Melbourne, Australia.
Melbourne. Hell yeah. Is that like the capital? Is that a thing out there?
Yeah, but I say it the American way. It's actually pronounced Melbourne.
Melbourne.
But yeah, it's not the capital of Australia, but it's like one of the big cities. It's kind of like Melbourne and Sydney are sort of like fight for the biggest city.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. Good skate scene there.
That's what I was going to ask you about too. So how is it compared to LA in California? Is it like good spots and shit?
Very different.
Yeah, in what ways?
I mean, I sometimes think of it as like Australia. If you play like a video game, right? You have it on like easy mode setting.
Damn.
It's like nothing too bad is going to happen, then nothing too good is going to happen. Okay. Then you move to America, you put it to hardcore mode where it's like, it's crazy, but there's like a lot of good things that can happen, you know?
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, so, that's kind of how I think of it. But Australia's a beautiful place, like lots of great beaches, great nature, nice people. Like, I don't know, it's very, very different. It's almost like, it's funny to think of my perception of America before moving and then like to see the reality of what it's like. It's like so different.
I bet. You guys got big ass spiders and shit out there, huh?
Yeah, it's funny. Like that's the one thing everyone says, oh, everything will kill you. The sharks will eat you, the crocodiles and the spiders and the snakes. The one that actually will get you is the snakes.
Fuck that.
If we were in Australia now, there would be snakes like in all this grassland.
Hell no, imagine. Just die on a podcast by a snake.
Poisonous.
Fuck no. Have you seen one of those, what is it? The camel spiders? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I know the ones you mean. I don't know if they're in the state that I live in Victoria. But you see like the other big one is called like golden orb spider is kind of a big one. Yeah. But one that's like looks like a tarantula, it's called like a huntsman. Yeah. And they're like super common. It's kind of like if you go to your garage, you'll see one in there. Like in your car, if you don't start it for a while, you'll see one or something.
Fuck no. So when did you get into skateboarding?
I got into skateboarding, I want to say it's like 1999. And it was because I was a little kid and I went to my family friend's house. They're like surfers and they had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1.
It's always the Tony Hawk games, y'all.
Isn't that crazy though? Like how much culture that like one thing can influence.
That's crazy.
But yeah, me and my brother, we played a little bit and then like we watched like the intro video and the like custom videos and then we're like, oh, like, whoa, that's what skateboarding is? Like, cool.
Damn, man.
And that was it.
That's fucking insane. So what age was that again, you said?
99. So that's like what, 5 years?
How old were you?
I was 8.
8. Okay, cool. You started 2 years before me. What did you do to get good at skateboarding at that age?
See, it's funny, like, the start is, like, really a blur, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember, like, learning to ollie and just, like, trying random stuff. But then I have footage of me on my, like, 10th birthday, and I'm, like, kickflipping a one-stair, like, really pretty good, you know? And, like, I had, like, some solid skills. I'm, like, trying to learn to tray flip. I'm, like, going down all the big ramps and stuff. So, like, I don't know. Like, I remember learning to kickflip and stuff, but I don't really remember much else. Just, like, having fun and just going out, going to the skate park, just, like, trying to learn, you know?
Hell yeah. That's cool. So what was your favorite brands? Are there different brands out there than out here? Like,
Nah, there were local brands, but like here, and maybe if you grow up in a non-California state, it's like, oh yeah, this was the local shop, this was the local brand.
Yeah.
Probably kind of same sort of vibe as that. But Australia is funny because we always look to America, you know?
Yeah.
All the skate scene and everything we look to is America. Like, it's just kind of the same.
Yeah.
But my favorite brands, dude, I love Bam Margera. He was my hero. So like Element, of course.
He's killing it right now too. He's doing tricks and shit again.
Yeah,
right?
hell, you see he released the guest board with Snake Farm, like Nigel, the company that Nigel has the pro board for. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Didn't he like break his leg or some shit?
Yeah, he tore his MCL. I watched his slam. I literally did the exact same slam and tore my MCL as well in the exact same way.
That's crazy. So Bam Margera.
Yeah, I used to like Girl a lot as well. Girl Chocolate. I would watch like Hot Chocolate Tour and Girl You're Right like over and over and over and over. And I kind of like that vibe of like, it wasn't like the zero just like sending hammers, but it was more like creative tech, like bit more like storytelling kind of stuff. Like that was sort of more what I like connected with.
So what are some struggles you dealt with growing up skating?
Struggles, bro. Skating's the best, you know? Win or lose, it's always fun.
Like were the spots extra crazy? Where it's like, did you grow up in a good neighborhood or?
I would say, well, what's interesting is like, you know, you only know your experience and then maybe you're older, you're like, whoa, like everyone else's experience is not the same as mine. But like, to me, it was nice weather all the time and there were skate parks around. So I'm blessed, you know?
Hell yeah, bro.
But then now I see skaters that are like, oh yeah, it's snowing 8 months out of the year. Oh yeah, there's no skate parks in my town. Like, that's crazy to me.
I got to see every skate park be built. Not every single one, but all the plazas be built in LA. We didn't have much. But that's cool that you didn't have to go through all the bullshit out there. So you're... I already asked you that question. So when did you come to LA?
Yeah, so I moved to work with Braille skateboarding. I moved to America to work with Braille skateboarding it's coming up on 4 years in like a few months. Okay. But I first moved like to the Bay Area, not to LA.
Yeah. And how long were you there for? How long were you in the Bay for?
Like probably about 2 years or so.
And I overheard you talking to him about the Bay. Did you like it out there?
Man, people in the Bay, they love the Bay. So if I say anything about the Bay, it's risk. But I don't know, probably not my favorite place that I've ever lived. Definitely not.
Yeah, I was just out there like almost a month ago. I did not have a good time.
Bro, there's pirates in Oakland. I read the news. Pirates in Oakland smashing, grabbing boats. Like, cool. That's the place I want to live.
And everything expensive. In San Francisco, at least.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like the homelessness drug problem is like the worst I could ever imagine. I can't even imagine, you know? I watch Walking Dead and I'm like, man, I want to live there. It looks better than where I am.
Nigga rather be around zombies and shit.
Yeah.
So,
like, I don't know.
But how did you get a part of Braille?
Yeah, so I was just in Australia doing my thing. I was already kind of like old in skating, I guess. I was like, well, you want to go back even further?
Yeah.
All right, so growing up skating, I'm just kind of doing my thing. I got like kind of like local sponsors and stuff. And then I kind of hit, when I was sort of getting to like 18, man, it's so windy. You think it's all right?
It's good. It'll be fine. Is that shaking like crazy?
Nah, but I mean the audio as well.
I got the guy to mix it.
All right.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, I'm just like skating normally, I got some sponsors and stuff. But then when I kind of got to like, you know, my early 20s, it's like I couldn't like break out of just like the local sponsored free stuff level to like actually getting paid or like actually getting on trips or like anything else.
Yeah.
And then I guess, I don't know, in my like heart, I never really was like, you got to move to California and like try to make it. Like, I never really felt like that. I was just like, yeah, I like skating. I guess it's not going to be my career and I'll just go do something else. And that was kind of like my sentiment for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then it wasn't until like Instagram kind of came around where Instagram video in particular, when the video went from 15 seconds to 1 minute, you remember that era?
Yeah, it was over after that.
Yeah. When that happened, I was like, oh, like this is kind of interesting. And then, because I would get like photos in the Australian magazines and like drop video parts and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was always like, I had to kind of like beg like the other people, like, please release my thing. Like, oh, I'll do really hard tricks. Like, please put it in the magazine. And like, I was not like super down with that. And I probably wasn't considered to be like the coolest dude either. I was like, I wasn't like too on the out or whatever, but I was like, just like on the side. And they're like, oh yeah, he's good, but he's like kind of like, maybe he's a little bit weird or whatever. And then I didn't really like that I had to always beg them to try to get my clips out there. But then when Instagram came, I can do some kind of crazy viral tricks sort of thing. And I started just doing hard tricks, posting on Instagram, and then it was over after that. Like I built my following like pretty quick on Instagram. And like then in my soul, I was like, oh, like maybe like I shouldn't have given up on skating of this dream of like being a skater. Like maybe I do have something to contribute to skating. Kind of thing. And then like after that, like I was still sponsored by this local company in Australia. It's called Folklore Skateboards. Then when I built my following, then they're like, oh, like now there's enough demand. Like let's give you a pro board. Like we'll turn you pro.
Oh shit.
And then I like dropped a pod and like had a pro board and like did that whole thing with them. Then after a little bit of that, I was like, oh, like I've never really gone to America. I should just go on a trip to America. And then I went like 1 month trip. And I was like, I want to see all the sites. I want to go to the barracks, go to Braille. It was actually mainly because John Rob Moore. Do you know who John Rob Moore is? He's like the skater from like Happy Medium crew. He does
I probably just met him then because I was just out there for the premiere.
Oh yeah, you might have. He does like all the crazy manuals. He would have been doing crazy manuals in the video and like crazy tech stuff. He's kind of like tall dude.
I think I know you're talking about. Yeah.
But anyway, he's like, I really loved Happy Medium growing up as a kid. I loved their vibe, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. And then he started following me on Instagram, and we would talk, and he's always like, come to Arizona, come skate with Happy Medium, come. And then I was like, all right, I'll do an America trip. Like, you know what? I will come. I will go and skate with you.
Fuck yeah.
So I went first to SF, and I went to Braille, met up with them, skated with them. Then I went to LA, met up with Jeff DeCesare.
Oh yeah?
Your boy. Met up with...
was he screaming and shit?
Barracks. No, I met up with him and I did a triple flip. He was actually injured when I met up with him. He was on crutches. I did a triple flip and then he I turned the camera to him and he's like, I approve.
Fucking Jeff.
Classic collab. But anyway, went to Barracks and just like did kind of all that, then drove to Arizona and then spent 2 weeks in Arizona with John Robin.
That's the dream.
Yeah, and that was really cool. Then I came back, then... I filmed like good videos with Braille too. You might have seen like one of the tricks I did. It was like I do a pop shove and then the board goes under the rail and I hippie jump over and then it 50s the hubba.
I think I shot at that trick out in one of the podcasts.
Yeah. That was like on that original trip with Braille. Like the first time I went to Braille, I did that trick.
I thought that was a recent.
Nah, I just posted it or whatever. You gotta sometimes you gotta repost, just to,
you ahead of your time, man.
Well, that's right. The reason I say that trick is because like I kind of impressed them or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I came back to Australia, I think Aaron maybe reposted one of my things, something like that. And then I just said to him like, oh, like thanks for featuring me, thanks for posting. Like I had a great time. If you're ever looking for more skaters, like let me know. And then he's like, move here. Let's get it work full time for Braille. Yeah, it was like that. And I was like, damn, I'm down. And then
that's tight.
After that, I was like, I just need the work visa. Like, if you can help me get the work visa, then I'm all good. And then we started working on the work visa. Extremely difficult process, by the way.
How long did it take?
Very, very hard. It was a lot of work. I was doing it. It's like 90% done. Boom, COVID, world ending.
No.
And then I'm like, oh man, like, is this not going to happen? And then I literally just needed to go to the embassy and they just say, okay, it's all good. That was the one thing I needed.
Wow.
Because everything's shut, I couldn't do it. And like, I had to wait months and months. And then like, finally I did it and came. And it was probably like 10 months from when we started the process, which is crazy. I think if it was normal, it probably would have took maybe like 3 months. So it's still like a hard thing to do.
It's still on.
Yeah.
So you need a work visa for what?
To work in the States. Like to get a social security number and pay taxes and like all stuff like that, it's like the only way you can do that is with a work visa.
I don't be knowing shit. I don't be knowing shit at all. I'll be learning a lot of things talking to y'all. That's cool. So what was the process of working with Braille? Like y'all had to film every day, multiple videos a day or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Like when we first moved, I mean, it's changed a lot over time because like now I've been working there almost 4 years basically.
Okay.
But when we first were doing it, it was pretty much, I would work, I think it was 4 days a week, and we would film like multiple videos every day.
Okay.
Some days we would film as many as maybe like 5 videos. I mean, some days we film literally like 10 videos.
That's crazy.
But like probably typical now these days, we probably film like usually like 3 videos a day.
That's still crazy.
It's
and they're like,
hard
what,
work.
20-minute videos or what?
Yeah, it's probably typically we film maybe like an hour and a half, and then the video comes out maybe like 20 minutes.
I've been interested in that. So is it one filmer, or y'all have multiple filmers, maybe two groups separate?
It depends on the videos and stuff, but typically it's probably like one filmer. It's usually just like Gabe, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it depends, like some videos are unique more, but like if it's just like a typical like skating Amazon board or whatever, it's kind of like that.
Yeah. What was your favorite video so far you did with him?
Favorite video?
Yeah.
There's been some sick ones. You know, like there was a nice time period where we were doing the craziest stuff like over and over and over.
Yeah.
Some of my memorable ones is like we skated the nail board. You know what the nail board is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I skated that, and I did like dark slide on the nails on a
Tripping.
rail, back landed. I was hyped on that. Another one, we skated like a hatchet, like an axe.
Yeah.
I did tray flip on the axe.
I'm trying to hurt yourself.
In shorts too, shins exposed.
Tripping.
I was hyped. Another one, this company, you know, Black River Mini Ramp. Shout out to the fingerboarding community. I mean, Black River Fingerboards. You know what that is?
No, it's a cool ass name though.
You good at fingerboarding?
I suck at it. I can get good at it if I practice. Yeah, I can tray flip and like a legit tray flip.
Tray flip's easy. Can you kick flip though?
Yeah, I can kick flip.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, they made like a fingerboard ramp on a deck. So it's literally like, it's like thick and like high. And then I kick flipped the fingerboard ramp, and I was like, damn, I was hyped
That's
on that.
fucking crazy.
But yeah, probably
bro.
those ones are my favorite.
So would you say Braille really helped build your following where it's at right now? Or would
For sure.
Yeah?
Definitely, I would say it like gave me the opportunity to like showcase my skills or whatever, like my personality to like all the skate fans, you know.
I'm so jealous of you. I've been trying to get on Braille and be a part of that for so long.
Pull up.
I mean, now it's too late. I'm freaking not even skating no more, but I'm down.
I tell you what, I got to give you props for. Front 3 shove, nose grind. How the fuck did you do that?
On that little,
yeah, on the ledge. How?
Oh, yeah.
How did you do it?
I was bored.
Bored?
I was bored.
I tried so hard. I could barely do the 50. It was so, like, I'm not very good at front shoves, but you remember those stupid Barracks Bounty things?
Where they was like telling people to do the tricks?
Yeah, the Barracks did this competition. It's called Barracks Bounty. Each week they would tell a trick, and I was all over it. I was like, oh, hell yeah. The first one, it's like tray flip, wheelie grind. I'm like, oh yeah, that's light, you know?
That's crazy that's
every
light.
week, I was doing it every week. They did front 3 shove, nose grind. I couldn't do it. And no one did it except you. You had done one. And maybe Jordan Morning did one.
He did a good ass one.
Yeah, he's really good at that though. He's really good at
Mine was old though. I just, my filmer out of nowhere was like, hey, post this. I was like, oh shit, I forgot I did that. Like we was just playing around that day. It was years ago.
The ledge was kind of high too.
The ledge? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
For a front 3 shove, how do you pop it up?
I have duck feet. I don't. It actually it helps me with skateboarding. It's weird with tricks like that and shit. But what's funny about that story that you was doing a bounty and you couldn't do that one? A lot of people were trying to get the front 3 shove nose grind, and I remember going to skate parks and certain like, you know, pros. I guess they're pros, but like popping people. Were
I call
like,
them notable skaters.
Yeah,
pros too loaded these days.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So they told me, like, they would come up to me like, yo, I was just watching your front 3 shove trick tip to try to get this.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Damn.
wow, that's because I explained that shit in good detail.
Maybe I should have watched that. I didn't watch that.
Yeah. But so, all right, I remember when I first came across your videos, you were posting a lot on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Were you doing a kickflip a day or some shit like that? What was you doing?
Kickflip a day? Come on, bro.
You was doing something.
I was doing crazy shit all the time. I was doing crazy vids.
No, I know. Trust me, I know. Every time I ask people who the best skaters on Braille, I put you number 1. But you was posting like a lot of videos a day. So tell me your process on that.
What, you remember what the first video, like what kind of era it was? Like what year, right, maybe?
Nah, I can't remember. I just remember you was going in.
But I used to do a lot of different stuff. I would almost call myself like an Instagram skater. Okay. Because like I said, that's where I built my following. Like me as a local skater filming VX video parts never got me anywhere. Then start posting on Instagram, boom, like turns me pro. Like that's why I went pro, because of that. You know what I mean? That's why I went to America, because of that. Like not because of my VX video parts.
Fuck the VX shit, bro. People spend Not you, no offense, nigga. He got the VX. That's why he mad.
He just took a photo on film. Of course he likes VX.
Nah, I mean like, not fuck VX. But I'm talking about filming for a street part for months or years just for it to not get no attention and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, the short form is
did you
where it
see
goes.
what happened recently with me? It was kind of interesting because it kind of like leads into that discussion.
Wow.
It's like, I mean, I haven't really filmed the video part in a while, and like I for sure like should, you know, and I will, but it's like, I like to just film a trick, post on Instagram.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know if you saw, like, I dark slid that curb that everyone goes to skate, the really long curb.
Yeah.
I went and dark slid it, posted on Instagram next day, and then it was like, oh, Andy Anderson already did this.
Oh, I think I saw that.
And
yeah.
he filmed it for his video part, but he didn't release it yet. And then it was like, oh, well then like people see mine and then they're like, oh, Ricky did it first. But it's like, no, Andy did it first. And then he like posted his, and he was trying to explain to like non-skaters like what ABD means and like why now it's like not that good if he puts it in his part. And then he got so much backlash for that, dude. It was kind of sad.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. It's because of our boy. Like, I seen them posting you know, like Shredder News. Shout out Shredder News, the world's worst Instagram account of all time.
You know I run that account. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll say it to your face.
Nah, who runs that account?
I don't know. They're
Some random
fried out
guy?
there.
I be seeing you in the
They be
comments.
spreading like fake news against me. Like, you know, I work for Braille or whatever. People are going to hate comment and stuff. Cool, whatever. I don't care. But then it's like they literally like made fake things, posted it, and then people are asking me, like my friends are saying like, oh, when are you going to... It said like, Ricky's going to move and skate with Tim Pool. Do you know who that is?
No, you know who Tim Pool is?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, my beanie going too high?
No.
This nigga sounded like Cell from Dragon Ball Z with his beanie. But go ahead, Tim Pool.
Anyway, yeah, that's like a whole other thing. But I went there to talk to Richie Jackson, and I skated with this Tim Pool guy. Tim Pool guy is very loaded. People really hate him, you know?
Why?
And just the fact that I went and played him game of skate, people were so mad. And then that stupid Shredder News, they're like, Ricky's quitting Braille to join Tim Pool's skating. I'm like, what? It's
He
like
doing
pure
shit like
lie.
that?
Yeah, like doing me so dirty.
I see why you be. He be in the comments, and I be laughing. You talking shit to him.
Nah, he'll be hyped on the shout out.
Yeah.
But on Facebook, he like posted to Instagram and Facebook. Facebook is like 1,000 comments saying like, hey, Ricky, how dare you meet Tim Pool, blah, blah, blah. Crazy, you know?
What else has he lied about?
But he posted you. What did he say? He said like Nigel Jones talks about the controversy of YouTube skating or something.
Yeah, did he say what I said? I did say what I said.
Something like that.
I said, he put, and Lamont said, these niggas is still living with they broke as fuck living with their mamas. People were mad. They were I mean, it's true. All these niggas that be hating, most of them just be with they, you know, they ain't getting no hoes and they be with their mamas.
You know what's funny about skateboarding is like, I always say that like the skate industry is very, very, very adverse to any kind of change. And like, you could look at that as a little bit of positive. I'll give him like, I'll see it from the other side. The positive is like skate culture like needs to be protected, kind of. That's why they're like so adverse to any kind of change. But even like what I said, how Instagram made my career, all my friends in real life, I say, I'm going to film this on Instagram. They go, you're whack. You're so whack. Like, don't do that. Like, literally all of my friends. And like, I could convince some of them to film me and they'll be like, fine, I'll film you. Like, all right, fine. But like, no one was like, whoa, you're crushing it. Like, you're killing it. You're building the following so sick. Like, no one said that. They're just like, oh, fine.
So, one second. Check the camera real quick, see if it's recording. This ain't the professional podcast. But anyways, no, that was good. That was good. I'm checking that one out. So, what the fuck was I about to ask you? Fuck it, I was gonna ask this question anyways. How do you deal with, I'm sure you don't give a fuck now, but I'm sure you got hate comments like everybody has.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that?
Well, it's interesting. It's because, like, I think hate comments, the ones that hurt, is when it's like kind of true. You know what I mean? When there's like some truth to it. But I would say that's not necessarily a hate comment. It's more like a constructive criticism comment. And I love constructive criticism comments. I always say to my audience, if I do something wrong, tell me. Like, I want you to tell me.
Okay.
But what I don't like is when something's not true or like they're misinformed and then they're hating on me for like something that like is not actually true. But then it's just like noise. And like obviously I skate for Braille. What's the most popular thing that they'll say hateful to me?
I don't know what. That you skate
They
for?
say, Scientology. I say, I am not religious. Like, what can I tell you? Like, what do you want me to tell you? You want to talk about Scientology? Go talk to a Scientologist. Don't talk to me.
They be mad as hell. They be mad as fuck. Because I had a lot of you guys on here in the podcast, and
they be crazy.
They be saying some shit about Scientology.
Like that's just, I skated with Braille. Aaron Kyra's personal life, whatever, I'll never shake it, you know?
Yeah.
Forever, they'll say, Scientology, and like, fair enough, whatever, you know what I mean?
I don't even know what Scientology really is, to be honest. But that's fucking crazy. I used to get, nigga, you know the comments I used to get, Mark? People would say dumb shit like, I'm gonna kill your grandma. You like, what the fuck? Just off of skating, you're ruining your kid's life because you're trying to do music. What? Like dumb shit like that. I couldn't do
That's
nothing.
what I say as well. It's like Braille, like say whatever you want about Aaron Kyra. Like literally all he's trying to do is like stoke kids on skateboarding. And people get so mad at him.
Like, what's wrong?
Like at the end of the day, like that's literally all he's doing. Like chill out a little bit.
And it's bringing more people into skating. Like,
yeah, I feel like now people kind of understand it more now. But back in the day, they did not understand that.
That shit was funny.
But it's funny, like I remember these guys from Fremont or whatever, they DM me like, I'm gonna kill you if I see you, same kind of thing. And then I see them skating Braille's vert ramp. I'm like, yo, what?
Oh,
like
bitch-ass
how did you
niggas.
come to Braille? Like what the hell? You come to kill me or
I've
what?
had somebody say under my comments, don't come back to Sacramento or whatever. And I saw the same nigga, way taller than me, everything, at the skate park. He didn't do nothing either.
Yeah.
Which is fucking funny. I hope he watches this video. But so when it comes down to the core skate side of the industry and be a YouTuber and shit like that, what are some struggles you dealt with that? What are some like...
Yeah, I guess like what I would say too is that like I lived this whole skate life in Australia and I moved when I'm literally like, I don't even remember, like 28, 29. Like when you're 28, you've been skating a long time. Like I said, filming VX spots all the time, in the magazines all the time. I come to Braille, people see me as Braille, everything else is erased. They forget anything that I've done before. They just go, oh, it's the Braille guy, he's whack. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, like I filmed all these video pods, all this stuff, all this time, and then it's just like, nah, he's whack, fuck that guy.
That's fucked up.
But I can understand, and like, it's good that they even know who I am to say, fuck this guy, I guess. You know what I mean? But it's like a little bit frustrating, I guess. But I think you gotta like balance the threshold of like core versus like YouTube appealing to mainstream type stuff. If you go full appeal to mainstream, yeah, of course core's not going to respect you because why should they? You're only appealing to mainstream. You kind of got to balance it out. And like what I try to always do is like bring it back to like, I'm a good skater, you know? So
That's
it's
true.
like, if you do too much whack stuff, be like, well, I did all this weird stuff, but it's still good skating. So like, you kind of got to acknowledge that it's good skating as well, because that's never going to change.
But that's annoying to me too, because there's niggas like people on Enjoy doing weirder shit.
Well, that's the thing is like, another thing that I thought was really, really interesting. Like what I said, skate industry super averse to change. I seen this thing where it was like I love Nine Club. I love Chris Roberts, just for the record. But I seen him, they were talking about Pal. And then they're just like, oh yeah, Pal's doing it so right. Everyone on the team has a YouTube channel. They're all hyping each other up. They're all doing this thing. That's awesome. They're selling heaps of boards. And I was like, what did I just hear? The skate industry 10 years ago, Revive was doing that, and it was the biggest crime they could ever do. They were like, how dare they do this? Oh my gosh, YouTube skaters selling all the boards. This is so wrong, blah, 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 blah. It was the worst thing ever. And then just to hear him hyping it up, I was like, wow, like things have changed. Like I wanted to almost clip it and change the word pal to like Revive and like
that's funny as hell.
Because yeah, I really watching that, I was like, wow, like it is a different time right now.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'd be so upset. Like, because I was I was flow for a lot of shit, but I was also doing YouTube as well. And they were legitimately telling me, stop doing that shit.
Yeah,
like,
dude, it's heartbreaking.
What?
This is the thing is like, I try to understand it. What I think from skating is averse to change to protect the culture. Okay, makes sense. The other thing though is like, when resources are scarce, so like what I mean is like there's not that much money to go around, it's like cutthroat. So like people don't want other people to thrive because they feel like you're taking away from the limited like supply. And like that's the way I try to understand in my mind. But it's like, it's sad that it has to be like that, you know?
Because it don't have to be though. I don't know. Skateboarding weird.
Oh, yeah. I remember what I was going to say. I just watched Greg Lutzke's 9 Club.
I saw some of it. I saw the snippets or whatever.
He said the most heartbreaking thing. No. Because remember, not that long ago, energy drink sponsors were whack. Do you remember that? Now, everyone loves Red Bull. Everyone loves Monster. Wow, that's the dream sponsor. That's how you make a career. Remember when it was whack? It was extremely whack. Like, skaters hated it so much. And Lutzke said that Globe said to him, they go, bro, you have to quit the energy drink sponsor. You have to quit. And he goes, no, like, I'm not going to quit.
Real
like,
nigga.
what are you talking about? And he said, Paul McNall, shout out to the legend, Paul McNall. You know who that is? Please.
I'm sorry. I'm not good with names. Maybe if I see his face.
Maybe if it went different, you wouldn't know his name. Yeah. He said he didn't take an energy drink sponsor because Globe told him not to. And like, look what happened. I don't know what he's doing now, but he's definitely not in skating at all.
Globe not even here.
He was the best, bro. He was hitting the huge rails. I love Paul McNall.
I probably know who he is if I see him skating.
And it's like, he didn't take it because Globe told him not to. Then Globe kicked him off like a couple months later. It's like,
see, that's the fucking shit I'm talking about. What's wrong with y'all?
Nice.
Hey, kids, upcoming kids, take notes in these damn podcasts. Don't listen to these old head niggas.
But like, just what I say is like, have an open mind. I'm not saying if the trends go one way, go all in on the trend, but like use your brain and like have an open mind. If you see someone comes to you and says, hey, I got this energy drink, we're going to pay you this much, like this is what we're trying to do. Don't immediately say, no, the cool people told me no, so no. Like just think about it for yourself and like make decisions for yourself.
Get this money for your family and obviously avoid super corny shit if it's just going to make you look bad. It's just a quick bag right away. Yeah, don't do all that, I guess, but get this money. Fuck all that. I'm tired of all these good ass skaters being broke.
Yeah, it's so devastating. And like, what's the noble core path? Like, be pro, but think of like the middling pros, like not Niger, but kind of like the middle sort of guys. Be pro for like 2 years, barely make enough money to survive during that time, and then what? Go work in the warehouse? Like, is that the noble core path? It's sad. Like, it's really sad.
I couldn't do that.
They're one injury away from having to GoFundMe for $20K. Like, it's brutal, you know? It's really awful.
He spit. Nah, I remember Element, I said this before, but I love that you brought it up. They used to, you know Manny Santiago, right?
Yeah.
So he was on like Famous or what's that shit with the rhino on it? Echo Unlimited?
Oh, yeah.
Shit like that. But making some money.
Yeah, hell
and
yeah.
Element was like, I remember I was asking them, like, how do I get to the next step? And they were like, don't do it. Like, they use him as an example. And that's my nigga. I'm like, he's one of the most smart businessmen in skateboarding that I know. And that's crazy how they was trying to use him as an example.
But it's like, you can't help but feel like the companies, they bring in the young kids, they want them to die for their brand, and then they spit them out and get the new kids. Like, it's sad, but it's kind of like that. It's like, there's no retirement plan. They're not letting them do anything with themselves. It's just like...
It's so sad, bro.
It is very sad. It's like, I don't know.
So what's some advice you could give to upcoming skaters who want to get into YouTube and social media? Did I ask you that question already?
No.
Okay, yeah. What's some advice?
But what do you think? Get into YouTube? I think get into social media is more interesting because it's like, shit changes so fast. I can remember pre-TikTok era, and that seems far away. That was only a few years ago.
I know.
And like TikTok came and changed everything so fast. But like, it scared everyone. Yeah. It scared Instagram. It scared YouTube. Like, everyone went crazy. They're like, oh, we got to make our own TikTok. Oh my God, quick, make TikTok into our thing.
That's just funny.
Like, I think just my best advice is just like follow what you think is right. Like, don't be afraid to like take some chances. Like, try new things and fail maybe fail a bunch. Maybe one works, you know? Yeah. And like, kind of being early to stuff is definitely really good. So like, if you're early to TikTok, that's really good. Like, I sort of was a bit early. But if you can get early to the new thing, like what's the new thing going to be? VR skating? Like crazy metaverse shit?
Oh my, I wouldn't be surprised. Bro. They already did that shit in Russia for a contest, right? You was there.
Yeah. I saw you talk to Xander about that.
Yeah. So
what do you think about Russia?
Trip? Huh?
What do you think about Russia?
Me? I don't know shit about Russia. I just know it's cold.
Yeah. I got to say, like, Russia is like a sensitive topic because like Russia is invading Ukraine and it's like fucked up and the wars is super bad and like thousands of people are dying and like my heart goes out to all the people affected by the war. Like
100%.
It's really, really sad. But people were really mad that I went to Russia.
For real?
Yeah. They were like, by you going to Russia, you're like normalizing that Russia's okay and Russia's invading Ukraine. And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to skate. Like, I'm not trying to make political statements here. I'm trying to talk about Instagram and social media and skating and play Skater XL. But people, it was kind of serious. But I was like, man, once in a lifetime opportunity. Go to Russia, like trip, expenses paid, like crazy trip. Like it was really, really fun, honestly.
Yeah, what was it? So y'all would have to do a trick on the game and then...
Yeah, so it's basically just like kind of like a street league type contest, except it was teams. And then like one person does a run and then some person in the team has to do the run in the game. And then if you land it in the game, it gets like multiplied the points. And then it was like best trick 2, another guy does the best trick, then the person has to do it in the game.
Holy fucking shit.
It was crazy, yeah. You can watch on my YouTube channel, I made like a vlog, like recap of the whole thing. And it has like the comp as well in there.
I 100% need to watch that because I was interested in that. Was it cold as fuck out there though?
Yeah, it was like, that was the coldest it's ever been for me. It was like 5 degrees Fahrenheit. It was like the lowest. I was like, wow.
What's the what are some mistakes you think the skate industry is doing?
Skate industry?
If you just somehow could tell these
being
niggas.
too close-minded. Well, like, I like to look at things over time, right?
Okay.
Do you remember the time before Instagram existed?
Yes.
Do you remember what the brands and what the cool skaters were saying about Instagram?
Yes.
It's fucked. It's the worst.
You're
Don't
right.
waste your clips on there. How dare you post a trick on Instagram? Oh my God, most fucked up thing ever. Very quickly went from them saying that to like, oh yeah, every brand has to have Instagram. Every skater has to have Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, you're never going to get sponsored. You're never going to get a brand deal. You're never going to get anything. It changed so quick. Like how the fuck did it change so quick? Like it's crazy, you know? So like, I don't know. I think what did you say? What was the exact
What
question?
mistakes you think they're doing?
I think they're a little bit close-minded and like not willing to sort of like embrace the new change. But it's like what I said, they want to protect the culture. That's important, you know? But what I find crazy is like skateboarding is so popular that like if you went to any single person ever and said like, what is skateboarding? They'll tell you. They might even say kickflip or Tony Hawk. They know like skateboarding is so wide reaching. You watch like any movie or you watch any kid's cartoon, skateboarding is in it. They're like, everywhere. Skateboarding. It's everywhere. How is there no money in skateboarding? It's crazy. How can it be so popular, so powerful, but then like no one can make money?
Because these dumbass niggas.
It's like, so wild to me.
Doing dumb shit, bro. I was pissed my whole, I didn't want to get there. I
don't want to seem like I'm sounding bitter or whatever, you know? Because like they'll say, oh, this dude's Braille. He couldn't make it the real way. He had to go find the other way. But it's like, I don't think you should put people in so much boxes, you know? They'll say, I'm YouTube skater or whatever. They're course skater. Like, the boxes don't clash. I was talking to Andy Anderson about this because I think Andy Anderson is very unique and he's like on his own journey too. And this is how he described it. He's like, there's a forest here. The course skaters are like going on this path. And then like me and Andy are over here with like a machete just like cutting down the forest, like trying to find our own path, you know?
You got an imagination.
Yeah, I love Andy so much. He's like the best.
How long have you known Andy?
Through Braille, you know. That's what's great about Braille is you get to meet all these cool people. But Andy came, he like stay up where I live, like we filmed at Braille and like got to hang out a bunch and stuff. That was really cool.
I don't think I met him
But
yet.
what I was gonna say about Andy is even Andy, you know, wears helmet. Very minor personal choice. You want to wear a helmet, you don't? Cool. Do whatever you want. Skateboarding, would they think that that's okay? Fuck no. Helmet, lamest thing ever. No helmet, no photo in the magazine. He was the original one to break the barrier. As far as I know, he's the first person to ever have a thing in Thrasher wearing a helmet.
He was in Thrasher?
As far as I know. Yeah, well, like, he did the... I've seen a bunch of different ads he's had, but like one, he did the gnarliest rail ever. And I was like, why isn't this the cover? Like, this literally should be a cover. But then I was like, bro, I really think it's because he's wearing a helmet and they don't want to put a helmet on the cover. And then I was like, wait, I've seen vert people have the cover. I go back and I'm like, man, a lot of them, they're not wearing the helmet on the cover. I was like, damn,
are you serious?
Like, maybe it's that strict.
Yeah, he's pushing that shit. He's doing, it's surprising that, people are fucking with him so tough. With the helmet on.
Dude. Who
I'm
cares?
shocked. Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I am shocked. So I feel like I asked you this question too, kind of, but whatever. What's a day-to-day look like when it comes to you and social media, like making videos?
So I would say right now is like I'm in the kind of like growing pains that I feel like kind of like Garrett Jenner, John Hill is also in. Okay. And maybe you too.
What is it?
It's like, what do we do? Like I'm good at social media. There's all these different medias. what do I actually fucking do?
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to figure it out.
Yeah,
Because I feel like
is.
I could really be good if I just applied myself really hard to one. But then it's like, man, do you want to just be on one? Like, you got to kind of be on all of them all at once. And then it's like, trying to do everything is really hard.
It's draining, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I went from TikTok, now I'm back to YouTube.
Yo, it's like 15-second short form, 1 minute short form, 1 hour long form, 10-minute long form. Like, what the fuck do we do? Live stream.
Like, it's nonstop. And everybody doing it, so it's hard.
Yeah, well, now it's definitely more competitive, more saturated as well. It's like back in Braille's kind of like peak is like they really had the positioning of like they were in a unique situation. But now just like every video is like trying to be like Braille, oh, let's skate some weird thing, or like let's do a skate park review or whatever.
Hell yeah, I was trying to copy what they was doing because they was making money.
Exactly.
I was making shit out of mousetraps and gummies and dumb shit like that. It was working.
Yeah, exactly.
It was working.
And like now it's kind of played out that like everyone is trying to figure out what the sort of next step is.
So what do you do though? Like you wake up and
Make some
write
content.
it out, or you just go with the flow?
Yeah, I mean, like I go to Braille like every 2 weeks, so I'll go for like a few days, come back. So like that's like cemented in my schedule. But then other than that, just making YouTube videos, doing live streams, stuff like that. Really, recently
amazing.
I'm thinking I'm trying to get big into live streaming. I think
I was just talking to him about that. I might
feel
start
like
doing
that's
it too.
my next endeavor.
You already been doing it though, right?
Yeah. But I've been doing it on YouTube. And I'm like, man, maybe I should do it on Kick as well. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe I can do both and like try to balance. Like, sometimes it's on YouTube, sometimes on Kick. I don't know. It's
I wonder
a mess.
who's gonna be the first skater to get a Kick deal.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. And maybe you can help me. I'm trying to write a diss track against Baby Shando. How do you say his name? BBO Shando.
I call him Yoshi.
Should I? Yoshi? Yeah, should I drop a diss track? Let me know in the comments if I should drop a diss track.
Yeah, I can't help you with it. That's the homie though.
Yeah, it's love. It's,
It's all love shit.
Diss track.
He go be like, how the fuck you start barring up out of nowhere? Got him saying the N-word.
I would be like, I'm trying to be the streamer, not you kind of angle, you know?
I can really help you with that shit. We about to go to the studio after this, to be honest. But, yeah. So, is it still recording? Loud ass fucking helicopter.
Yeah, see, police, look, what are they looking for?
Fuck. This guy keep calling me. So, what happened with you and McNugget? I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it a few times, and like, it wasn't a huge deal, but like, he like betrayed me or whatever. He like wronged me kind of.
What'd he do?
But what's weird about it is that he kind of chose to just ghost everything. So like, that's what made all this like mystery around it, where everyone's like, what happened? Like, where is he? Why did he ghost everything? But I can tell you just like the summary version, like, on my channel, if you go to the live stream where it has McNugget's face, I talk about it in more detail. You can watch that video. But the summarized version is basically, I used to live with McNug in the Bay, and we would both live there, go to Braille with a couple other housemates too. It was like a 4-bedroom place. Then eventually I wanted to move to LA, and I kind of said to him, all right, I'm going to move out, but I still had my name on the lease, and I still had some time on the lease. And then I said, I'm going to move out. Do you want me to get you a new roommate? He's like, no, I can get the roommate. I'll take over. I'll pay the rent, whatever. Cool. Like, we're colleagues. We're homies. I didn't think too much of it. You know, it's like, yeah, the lease is in my name, but whatever. It's not that serious. Like, he's going to pay the rent. You would think, right? You would hope.
No.
Then eventually he stops paying. Well, eventually what happened is he tried to get his friends in. They were in, but then they weren't paying, and then they left, and then he was stuck with the full rent. And then instead of saying, hey, I'm in trouble, I need to pay the rent, he just stopped paying the rent. Terrible decision. Number one, terrible decision.
How many more months did he
paying the
have?
rent, doesn't pay the rent for a few months. Then I get a thing in the mail from a debt collector that says, hey, Ricky, you owe $11,000. Like, you gotta pay it now. Otherwise, we're going to hit your credit score, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know $11,000. What are you talking about? Then we see, it's the rent company. It's from the rent. Hey, Chris, did you pay the rent? Oh, yeah, I sorted it all out. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. You just stopped paying.
Oh, that's cool.
And then whatever, like, it ended up, I paid the money, and eventually, like, Chris paid it back. So, like, after a long time, like, he paid it back. But the reason that I didn't say anything while that was going on is because I was trying to get my fucking money back. I'm not going to say, Chris didn't pay the rent. Well, then why is he going to pay me back if I'm just talking shit, discrediting him? I wanted to incentivize him to pay me back. So he paid me back.
It's like a smart.
Then I said, thanks. Cool. Well, I was keeping it in my back pocket. If he was not going to pay, I was going to make the slanderous video.
That's funny as hell.
But then I was like, okay, he paid me back. Like, I just casually talk about it like this and say like, yeah, this is what happened. No hard feelings. Like I would have kind of liked an apology, but you did pay me. Like he never really said, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. He kind of just paid and was like, oh, whatever, you know. And I haven't really talked to him since then. But I thought it was weak that he just ghosted all his followers and fans and Braille fans and like made Braille look kind of bad too because he just disappears out of nowhere, no explanation, no one says anything.
And you think it's because fully that?
Yeah. Well, it's like he wasn't even fired. It was just like he just left and just never came back, basically.
That's fucking crazy, bro. How many people have y'all had on, like, back and forth?
At Braille?
Yeah.
Well, so, like, the two that left is basically, like, why I got the job. Everyone knows the Fetty thing, whatever. Everyone knows the Carlos thing. Now it's suddenly resurging. I was not there. This both has nothing to do with me, right?
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Both.
I did not know that shit was going to happen.
Anyway, both of them left Braille in like quick succession within a couple of months or whatever. And then I had my trip thing. And then that's when I said like, hey, you need any other skaters? Let me know. And I guess that's why Aaron said, hey, move out, is because like he just lost those two. So there's kind of like a gap to fill, I guess. And that's when he hired Mowgli as well. So he hired me, Mowgli, and Chris kind of at the same time, like after those two were gone. Okay. Like it was all kind of like around that time. He actually hired me and Mo on like the same week. But then Mowgli started and then I was stuck like 10 months trying to get the visa. And then I joined. Well, Mowgli came and went. That was sad. Mowgli's my fucking dog.
That's why I'm mad. See, like, I've been trying to be a part of this Braille shit.
Dude, you should have said.
No, Lance said I do drugs.
Where's Lance? He's fucking
He
long
said I
gone.
promote drugs.
I never even met Lance.
Not do drugs. I fuck with Lance. He was always nice, but I asked him, he was like...
Braille's been through so much iterations, but back in the day, they were very anti like weed or whatever. So like if you smoked weed a little bit, I'm not saying that you do, but if
I didn't even do that. That's why I was like, what?
They were like against that, and they would be like, they wouldn't be hyped if they had a skater, and then like the next day they're like promoting weed or the next week or whatever, you know.
I think it was I made a skit called The Skate Pill.
Dude, that's fire.
And it was
I watched that video.
Yeah, it was about the Limitless movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't no drugs. It was kind of creepy. I did had a homie be like, I got this. I got this stuff.
Yeah. I thought that was good, though. But I don't know. Then who else? McNug came and went. That's pretty much it, I guess. Aussie Dan moved back to Australia.
Okay, now I got a question on this. Since I asked you what mistakes you think the skate industry is making, what mistakes do you think Braille is making?
So when I moved to Braille, I told you I was Instagram skater. I wasn't YouTube skater. I had to evolve into YouTube skater. Yeah. So I went from core skater, Instagram skater, maybe TikToker to YouTube skater. But I started my channel like as I was moving. So I was learning a lot. And it was very interesting to me to look around at Braille and see like how they kind of learn. When I first met up with Braille, I didn't even know like thumbnails or like click-through rate or like retention or anything. I didn't know anything. I just thought 5 million subs, oh, you have a big audience. I didn't know like about the titles or anything, you know?
Yeah.
So it was
like
really
a lot of people don't know.
For me to learn all about that. What mistakes do they make? I guess the main one is probably like they're still kind of stuck in that vlog era of YouTube where like you just pump out videos, they crush, you're a big account, it gets pushed. That was like kind of like 2016, 17, 18, I feel like.
Yeah,
then it kind of changed. And I feel like now we're more in the like Mr. Beast like video essay era where it's like people want to see like more depth, like more stories, more like cohesive stuff rather than just kind of random like fly on the wall seeing what it's like. I feel like they could put a bit more love and like time. I think it would be better if they posted less and put more effort into the videos rather than posting every day. But then it's like, well, I don't know. That's what I try to do on my channel. Put a lot of love in. Watch the Russia video. I poured my heart and soul into that video. You know, I filmed the whole time for like 12 days or whatever. And then I edited for like a bunch of days. It's like a lot just for one video. That is not profitable or whatever, you know. But sometimes you got to do that. I
think it's best if, I mean, I get what you're saying about probably switch it up a little bit, put more effort. But that's what I don't like about, I mean, I don't dislike Mr. Beast. I love Mr. Beast. I watch this shit all the time. But you made it hard for us, nigga. Like, you made it millions into videos.
I love Mr. Beast.
Yeah, but it's like, we can't
He's
compete.
the king. I would trust him with my life, and I
can't
never
compete with your life.
You know what I mean?
Put us on the show, Mr. Beast. We trying to make some money.
Yeah.
All right, I always ask every Braille writer this question. Top 3 best Braille skaters, in your opinion.
Does Mowgli count as Braille skater?
Damn, that's a good question.
How long, is it once forever, or if you're out, you're out? I think once forever.
Once forever, yeah.
You see, like, best is such an interesting question, but I guess I put Mowgli number 1, JD number 2. Man, who's 3?
Nobody ever says Aaron Cairo.
But Aaron's older, and like skating is not his focus, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, he's still good. Yeah. He's like, still can do some hard tricks. He's definitely, I would say people watch a Braille, like some course skater will just randomly watch a Braille vid and be like, this dude is not good at all. But then it's like, bro, go watch his old video part. Kickflip, nose grind, nollie flip out. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's sick.
Crazy.
3.
Third one.
Who should I say?
I don't know.
Should I say Chris? After he does me dirty? Chris was really good at skating. I feel like Chris's trick selection was always so random. If he had like a coach, like imagine having a skate coach, but if he had a coach that was like a creativity style coach, he could be the best, you know?
Yeah. Manny Santiago was supposed to be my coach. He was about to start a series. But I don't want to skate, man. This shit hurt. And y'all niggas too good.
Yeah, everyone's way too good now. Everyone's too desensitized too. It's
what you mean by that?
Like, they're just so used to seeing the most insane shit.
True.
Like, you'll see the craziest combo, a dude does a nose manual, and then you watch it and you be like, what, no nollie flip out?
No, even worse than that, people at skate parks don't clap no more.
Yeah.
I see somebody do some dumbass shit like back 3, flip, lip, or whatever. Niggas is just quiet.
Bro, I always clap. I see a scooter guy do a fucking tail whip. I'm like, yeah, dude.
They crazy.
Hell yeah. See a little kid drop in. Hell yeah.
That's all the questions. Shit. We ran through
All right,
that.
I got a question for you.
Okay, go for it.
How did we meet? This tells you everything you need to know about us.
Us?
Yeah. We're in the same category.
How did we meet?
How did we meet?
At Dew Tour, right?
Okay. Due to a skateboarding competition.
Yes.
What were we doing there?
TikTok.
He's making TikTok. I'm making YouTube. Nothing to do with the contest.
Getting paid.
That's true. No one else is getting paid unless they win. They're skating. We're getting paid.
Getting paid. They gave me the, bro, I'm not trying to shit on niggas right now. Maybe because it was a last minute thing. They had to get the hotels for me and it was like no more and they had to get this one. But if you would have saw my hotel, it was the biggest shit in the world, nigga. I was like, oh my God. I was like I was in heaven. I was running around and shit.
That's
and then
crazy.
I went to Theodos's hotel and it was just normal. I was like, I felt special. I was like, TikTokers, nigga.
You got the TikTokers, sweet.
TikTokers, nigga. But no, I think they had to get it because it was last minute. What did you think about that trip?
The Dew Tour?
Yeah.
It was sick. Like, honestly, I've never really, like, watched, like, a practice for a comp before. Yeah. And even watching all of the men's and all of the women's practice, it was kind of, like, eye-opening to me to see people's, like, process and stuff. I was particularly impressed with the women's. You know that Japanese girl? I think her name is Momiji something.
Was the pool skater?
No, the street. I think she did good in the Olympics. I can't remember her full name, but I'm pretty sure her first name's Momiji, and she's got hella good style.
I think I know what you're talking about there.
The rail there, it's like an 8 rail. It's like kind of a big-ish rail that like you wouldn't want to do. Like, yeah, you could kickflip front boarder, but you wouldn't be like that pumped on it, you know?
I'm not gonna skate it.
But anyway, she's skating it in the practice. Big spin front board, big spin front board, big spin front board, every shot. Doing it every shot. And I was like, wow, sick. Like, that's lit. Then does her run, does all her tricks. At the very end, is it going to be big spin front board? No, big flip front board. Boom, first tee, lands it. I was like, whoa, what?
Shitting on niggas.
That was crazy. Like, she didn't practice it one time. She didn't flick one, but then just did so many big spin front boards. She knew she was ready to do it. And like, to me, that was so wild because that is such a good idea because comps is crazy. There's so many other factors than just what you actually do. Yeah. But if you do that, the judges have never seen you practice one, then you do it, the judges go, whoa! But if you were practicing big flip front board all day, then they see you do it, they go, oh, well done, you landed what you were trying.
But true.
Because you just do big spin and then you do it, they go, whoa! And then you get a way better score. I was like, damn, that she's playing the game. Like, she knows what she's doing.
You, for YouTube, you went there, right?
Yeah, for Braille. Like, Aaron Kyra was there. You should have said to him, put me on.
I know, bro. Aaron, put me on, bro. I don't give a fuck if I'm almost 30 now.
Front 3 shove everything in the park.
Yeah, put me on, bro. I'll make your channel funny as hell. I need 50 bands a month though. No, I was kidding. No, I want to do it, bro. I've always wanted to do it. I just didn't get the chance. But anyways, was I telling you this earlier, Mark, or was I telling you, or both of y'all? What's funny is they was skating like crazy at Dew Tour, like the pro skaters and shit.
Yeah.
And I just went there, put a tripod down, walked, acted like I was reacting, and used their clips. Yeah. And that's all Dew Tour wanted.
Yeah, that's sick though.
That's just crazy, nigga. The difference.
That's cool that they took you out there. Like,
yeah.
Shout out to them. Didn't you do another thing? You did like an event in Long Beach or whatever with Dew Tour as well?
They took me everywhere.
Yeah.
So at every stop, except for Kansas, I didn't go to that one. But yeah.
That's crazy.
It was
Power
cool.
of social media.
It's weird. And I was trying to get on Dew Tour.
I got a question for you. What do you think about Gifted Hater?
What? No, it's not bad. I love watching his videos. That nigga funny as hell. If this nigga ever disses me in a video, I'm gonna be really sad. Cause like, for example, this Beanie. He'll watch this shit and go in. That should be funny as hell. This nigga would roast me.
I like Gifted Hater a lot, and I've watched a lot of his videos, and someone made a video talking about him, and they kind of like, they put like a fart sound and just did a really like distasteful diss. Like I would say dissing the Beanie is kind of like just stupid diss. And Gifted Hater said like, watch my videos. Every time I diss someone, I back it up with like facts, reasons, solid, you know? He doesn't just take cheap shots. Oh, stupid Beanie, you suck. Like he
doesn't just do that, but like he does funny shit like that. He would add on to it. Like if he has some crazy shit to say if I was Steve Bear wearing this, he'll point it out of nowhere and make it funny. I love comedy like that. That's just funny.
I think he has depth. So if he's gonna come with you, like what I said earlier about the hate comments versus constructive criticism, he like has the fine line of like whatever he says kind of has a lot of truth to it, sort of. Yeah. So then it's like it makes it like way more powerful, you know?
Yeah. Everybody.
But you see on Slap, there's like a 17-page thread, and it's like, Gifted Hater is a racist, fascist, blah, 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 blah. There's kind of like this narrative now. They're saying like, he only comes against black skaters now. Like, and it's like, man, that's rough for Gifted Hater because it's like, one, extremely not true. Like, he's just hating on everyone. He's hating on skateboarding, like pure equality. But now it's like, once you put that in people's mind, then it's like, I want to hate on this person, but now are they going to say that I'm racist if I do? Are they going to say I'm racist if I don't? It's like, he can't step any way, you know? It's like, it's a tough situation to be in.
That's just funny as hell. I love that he backs up Jeff a lot.
Yeah.
But then when he started laughing at Jeff and Jason's beef, which they squashed it.
Yeah, they were both in Arizona, right?
Yeah, it was
Dude,
quick
as hell. I love
Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff crazy. Yeah, that's the homie. You know, we lived with each other for a while and shit. But I want to Gift a Hater on here one day.
Yeah, he'd probably do it. Yeah. So what I was about to say is, when's this going to come out? How soon after this?
Probably tomorrow.
Okay. Well, then coming up soon, we'll see me and Gift a Hater and Jeff all in the same video soon.
Oh, yeah, I did that content. Trying to say nothing about it?
I don't know. Let's give us Hayes video.
They did something.
We'll hype it up. Like when it comes out, go watch Give Us Hayes video. I'm sure you're going to. Like I'm hyped. That was a really fun day. Like sick
I was supposed to go just to watch.
Oh, really?
But I had to do some. Fuck. That seemed cool as hell. He should do more of that.
Yeah.
He should do more of that. If he does a manual one, I want to be in that shit.
Yeah.
I can skate manuals still.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Shit, about to be 42.
Really? What the fuck? Cap.
Nah, I'm 29.
29?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
How old are you?
How old am I?
I thought you was 28, right?
28? Yeah. I'm saying I'm 28 when I moved fucking 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. So you are 32?
Yeah.
Yeah. We damn near the same age.
Hell no.
We would have been in high school together.
I'm fucking 33 this year.
We would have been in high school.
I'm almost 35. That's scary. Then I'm getting into Descenso territory.
That nigga still killing. This nigga 38 years old, doing some crazy shit. He just dropped a part. He's insane.
Power to him. I'm getting scared though.
Are you feeling like pain and shit?
Nah, but I'm just like, man, I really am getting old.
I mean, I feel like it's different for males. Like 30, 35 is like our prime. That's when we figure out life.
I feel like 35 is the end of the prime. 25 to 35.
Well, you got 3 more years.
Yeah, right? I got to make them count.
What is your goal? Do you ever want to be rich as fuck?
No,
or do
really.
you not care?
Honestly, what's funny is that like I'm social media. What's my job? influencer content creator, that's like so far away from my like personality. It's like I would say I'm like super keep to myself, like never try to be like showboaty or like get people's attention or whatever. I'm just like do my own thing, keep to myself. Yeah. So it's funny how it all like played out like this, you know?
I want to ask you about the fucking nigga, you did a kickflip on a boogie board or a longboard, surfboard?
I kickflipped a lot of stuff.
In the middle of the ocean?
Oh yeah, on the stand-up paddleboard.
How the fuck you do that?
What do you mean how?
That shit was crazy.
Let's go to the lake. We'll do it right now.
Hell no, I saw that shit. I was like, what?
That's viral, huh?
That shit's amazing. That's why I always put you number one with
like,
the top
you
3.
You do that, millions of people see it. You fucking switch tray a 9-stair, no one gives a fuck. What's harder, switch tray a 9-stair or a fucking kickflip on flat?
So I have other people that aren't skaters that follow me. And when I posted that clip with Nigel talking about it, or talking about the skaters, people were going crazy on that.
Yeah.
They were voting you because of that clip. Just fucking insane.
I just love doing crazy shit. Like, I think it's fun. Like, what I got to do now is surf and like actually be on a wave and do it. That would be the next one. But I think to me it's cool. It's like if you can get in a situation where you can sustain like kind of what Braille was doing, showing crazy shit. Even on the show from just enabling crazy shit. Kind of Mr. Beast style too. It's like if you can make enough money from skating to do crazy shit all the time, that's fucking sick.
Facts. Hey, I'm trying to get back into skating, so I'm gonna skate with you more.
Hell yeah.
All right, you out here now.
Let's do it.
And I low-key want to shit on niggas because people say I don't skate no more, I probably suck. Fuck that, watch. I'm not dropping no part, though.
Drop a part.
Nah, fuck that.
Drop a diss track. I'm gonna drop a diss track and part hybrid. World's first.
Corny as hell. Hell no. But you really doing that diss track against Yoshi?
I don't know. We'll see.
I can't help you. He probably gonna be mad as fuck.
How do I? Nah. I said to him I was gonna do it, but like I didn't really know him, you know. So it's kind of maybe he will be offended. I don't know.
No, I don't think he'll be offended because, man, I don't know.
If someone dropped a diss track against me, I'd be so hyped.
I'm gonna drop a diss track on him tomorrow, y'all. I'm just kidding. But all right, hey, let's do a part 2 to this. I want to talk to you about some more shit. Yeah, we run out of memory anyways and shit. Like I said, this ain't the professional podcast. It's the Beautiful Day podcast. Shout out your social medias or whatever. Like
Rick Glaser on everything. I guess YouTube is the main thing I'm doing right now, so check out the YouTube.
Description.
Go watch the Russia video. Leave me a nice, non-hateful comment. Nah, I don't know. Leave whatever comment you want.